Yeah, Brennan Hayes of Creston after his team's win over Nevada. Brennan, a really good Nevada team, and you guys come out on top. Just kind of what are the thoughts on tonight? How big of a win is tonight?
Oh, yeah, it's huge. I know it's been a while since we were district champs, so it feels really good to be the team that does it. And we played a great game. A couple mistakes here and there, you got to clean up, but we definitely played a great game, offense and defense.
This has been a tough schedule. It's not like you guys have had easy ones by any means, and you keep finding ways. What does that say about this group and what you guys are capable of doing?
I know us, our senior class, we never stop working hard, and then we definitely show those underclassmen what to do and how to do it, and they step up when it's big. They're a huge part of the team, and that senior class are definitely a group of leaders that know when to push through.
Offensively, how big was it to start fast?
It was a huge momentum shift. That first drive started off a little slow, and then those turnovers, they really helped us out. And then we just got the offense moving, and it felt good. It felt good to just step on the gas right at the beginning.
I think at halftime you had like 55 yards. Now the passing game had been going, and then in the second half you're able to have a lot of success. I know the weather might have had something to do with that, but talk about your night on the ground and what you did to have success.
Yeah, they were definitely holding me down in the first half by quite a bit, which I had to push through that. Our pass game was absolutely phenomenal first half, and second half the weather definitely had a little bit to do with it. Couldn't throw as well, so that second half we had to keep it on the ground and just keep working. And eventually, we got some punch through.
They cut it down to, I think, 3 scores, had a little momentum, and you bust off a 77-yard run. I know that's kind of not like your forte, right? But to have a long run like that, take us through it.
I knew I needed one bad after how they shut me down pretty well in the first half, but I knew I needed one that second half. So I kept getting to that second level, but I kept getting just stopped just short of the last guy, and I knew I could have break one, and then I eventually did it. So
8-0 district title, number 1 in the state for what that's worth. How are you guys feeling right now?
Definitely feeling good. We know we need to improve though. You can't just be satisfied with where you're at. You just got to keep pushing, keep getting better each and every week, and we can reach our goals.
All right, Coach, another test passed with a win over Nevada, and had a really good Nevada team at that. Just tell me, how you're feeling after that win.
Yeah, definitely really good. A very good football team. Just a lot of concerns with stopping their running back, the receivers, good quarterback, physical team up front. We got off to a good start defensively and offensively as far as the turnovers were concerned in field position, and we just kind of build on that. So definitely super proud of the guys and how they performed throughout the course of the season. You saw the same team tonight that you saw against all the other teams, and we're continuing to get better, and the kids are playing for each other, which says a lot.
You look up, and all of a sudden it's 14-0, and you forced a couple of turnovers. How big was it to start fast?
Definitely huge. And, I just think with them and just watching them play, the first 7 games, they want to establish the run, and I think we negated that for the most part for 3 quarters and forced them into some situations. And I thought our secondary handled the quick passes with the receivers and the deep balls against really quality receivers, and they just kept grinding and putting together a good series both offensively and defensively.
Kale was on point in the first half, had like 225 yards or something like that, and he was spreading it around as well. What can you say about his night?
Yeah, he's a competitor. He thrives, in these games. It's shown. Taking a deep breath, just what we've been through in the last 8 weeks. It's tremendous what he's done, what the offense has done, what this team's done.
Run game gets going in the second half, and it kind of had to with the weather, right? So tell me about what Brennan was able to do with that in the second half.
Yeah, I think that's what we do as a football team. I think how we play the game. We want to finish the game. We want to play 4 quarters. And I know it got sloppy and ugly there the last 7 minutes just based off field position, and that was concerned. But I think overall, we're a team that we want to win the 3rd quarter and then finish the game in the 4th quarter, and we thought it would come down to that. And obviously we had some breathing room, but our kids understand, the magnitude of the football game and what it meant, to our football program, the community. I think my second year as a head coach, we were district champs with a really good football team. So, yeah, it's a big deal, especially in our district with a Harlan and a Nevada winning it. So, yeah.
8 up, 8 down, and I know like that's not the ultimate goal, right? Like you don't want to peak now. What does the process look like going forward?
It would just continue what we're doing. We're consistent in what we do in practice. Our weekly plan as far as how we practice and how we prep for teams. And I think you're seeing a football team. It doesn't matter who you're playing because we're not talking about them. We're talking about us as a group getting better, and that's always been the focus, and that will continue to be the focus. We're going to see, plenty of good teams coming up, but we have to grow as an offense, defense, and on special teams as a team. And if we continue to do that, big things are ahead.
Last question. I know it's senior night, and this is a team that's got a ton of seniors. For them to go out on a high note, when you look at kind of the ups and downs of the 4 years they've had, what does that mean for this group?
Yeah, it's been a great group. This group of 25 seniors, they've stuck with it. And I remember watching these kids when they were or before that, when they were kindergartners. They were playing flag football with our high school kids and parents coaching and going through junior pata and junior high and freshmen. And they've had probably the best stretch run that we've had here in 3 years. We were 6-3 when they were sophomores. A lot of them contributed. We were a playoff team last year, and a lot of them contributed, and now they, taken over the leadership role as a group, and they lead by example, but they also the underclassmen. I mean, they don't really. They're just great teammates to all those kids, and it's going to pay dividends in the long run for the program.